We had a depth chart swap yesterday, which included a starter being benched and a backup being promoted. But sorry to let you down, it involved the defense, and in particular, the defensive line. Nose tackle and 13-year NFL veteran Tyson Alualu got swapped out yesterday for Montravius when the new official depth chart was released. I know, you're looking at that quarterback spot just in case someone made a mistake or if Tomlin changed his mind. This is not the most surprising thing because there have been talks in the media as of late how Alualu and his play haven't been up to snuff. I do think, however, it's not the easiest thing to gauge how good one defensive lineman is playing out of the whole unit, especially whenever you're at the game and also drunk. But we could clearly see over these last couple games that the defensive line wasn't playing their part. They didn't live up to expectations. Even with TJ Watt being out, the amount of yards that we gave up on the ground against both the Patriots and the Browns were a little bit concerning. But how do we know that Tyson was one of the problems? Well, here's Mike Tomlin.
Have Montravius now listed as first team nose tackle. What went into that change, and what have you seen from him?
He's been playing better than Tyson, and so we just thought that was appropriate.
And also, you got some people out there like Alex Kozora that could put some stats and quantitative values on how Alualu has impacted the D-line in 2022. And then you can compare that to what Montravius Adams actually has done in the limited snaps that he's received, and it's just been flat out right better than what Tyson has done. So in general, not really an alarming move. Something's got to give. We got to get better on this defensive line. And if Montravius Adams is better than Tyson Alualu at this stage in the game, make the move. Next bit of news, we have Jordan Berry rejoining the Steelers. Berry was on the south side yesterday and was expected to replace Presley Harvin, who apparently got injured in that Browns game. They're saying it was a hip. So that's unfortunate, but it did become official when they signed Berry to the practice squad and then released linebacker Delonte Scott. So nothing official just yet that Berry will be punting for us in week 4. I guess we got to see how the Presley Harvin injury situation plays out, but it looks like it is expected. But obviously, we are familiar with Berry. He is familiar with the organization. He was the starting punter for the Steelers from 2015 all the way to 2020, but then was released after losing the punting competition last offseason to Presley Harvin, and then signed with the Vikings and actually performed really well, having his best professional football season as a punter, averaging 46.5 yards per punt. Some people are in disarray over this signing, but come on, Berry wasn't that bad, right? We experienced way worse. Like, remember Paul Ernster in 08 and Mitch Berger in 08? They were hands down the worst punters in the league. Thank God we had the best defense to bail us out. But also, Chris Gardocki, he wasn't anything amazing, right? But you may be wondering, if Berry was so good last year, why is he without a job in 2022 thus far, before at least the Steelers signed him to the practice squad? Well, he lost out on another punting competition, just like he did against Presley Harvin, a rookie punter, to this time a rookie punter named Ryan Wright. And I can see why Berry lost this competition, because this Wright dude just absolutely kicks bombs. This is a no-brainer move. If Presley Harvin's out for any period of time, we're going to need a punter. And Jordan Berry, like I said, isn't that bad. Like, he's a top 20 punter, right? He's not terrible. And we can't sign Corliss Waitman. He was the guy that stepped in last year whenever Presley Harvin was out against the Chiefs, and he punted really well. He's the Broncos punter. We actually just saw him on Sunday Night Football kick very good. So we can't sign him. Who else are we going to get? And it's not like Berry's taking over the job for Harvin. It's just however long Harvin's out, we're going to have Berry kick. And that's that. When Harvin's healthy, he's going to come back and get back to what he was doing early in the season, and that was being a really good punter. So, yeah, this is a no-brainer move. We had to pick up a punter somewhere. Why not Jordan Berry? Last piece of information, we had some surprising injuries on the docket yesterday. Now, Akello has a hamstring, so he's going to be limited in practice. We did know about that coming out of the Browns game, though, but the other ones are a complete shock. We have Minkah Fitzpatrick in concussion protocol. What's the deal with that? He played all the snaps in the Browns game, so that would be a tough loss. If we don't have him against the Jets, we could still win for sure, but Minkah is obviously playing really well. He's an all-pro safety. We would kind of like to have him out there than to be sitting on the bench or sitting on the sidelines, so hopefully he gets well soon. Kevin Dotson with an ankle injury. They're also saying that he might be limited in practice this week too. That one also coming as a shock. We're going to need him because if he's out, who does that mean replaces him? Not good news there. And then Presley Harvin with the hip. We've been talking about that with the Jordan Berry signing. But that's about it. Tomorrow we got the Steelers-Jets preview on Big Deke News. Podcast later today. Check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chilling. Peace.